absolutely insane. The craziest thing I've ever done. I think I nearly threw up in the helmet. So, in case you're wondering what that was all about, I went back to Bahrain to take pictures, but the guys that I was with thought it would be funny to take me right out of my comfort zone with drag racing, scuba diving in a shopping mall fish tank filled with terrifying sharks, and a wetsuit that didn't fit, and also think I got the bends. They made me do some 4x4 off-roading after a full English breakfast. And a little bit of street racing at night, keeping to the speed limit of course. Now, the last time I went on a photography adventure in Bahrain, I didn't shoot much of the fantastic buildings there. So this time round, before I got into the nitty gritty of all the back streets and the hustle and bustle of the markets, I went off to shoot some cityscapes. I took 4 cameras with me on my trip, 2 film cameras and 2 digital cameras. Now you might be wondering how I got the film through the x-rays at the airport. Well, it's simple. I put my film and jelly beans in a bag and explained to the security what it was and why it can't go through the x-ray. They tested the film for substances and I got the thumbs up and took the film on the plane. Simple. Mostly I shot the Leica MP with a 50mm lens and occasionally swapped over to the Leica Q2 monochrome, which has a 28mm lens, which was great for when I needed something wider. These buildings were huge. The sun was belting off the glass and the sky was beautiful blue with some wispy clouds. With the Leica Q2 I had an orange filter on it to deepen the skies, and I could get much more interesting compositions with that 28mm lens. So with the cityscapes out of the way, I got on with walking the streets of Zalak at night. The small shops were still busy and the streets were lit perfectly for taking photographs, and I just snapped away at anything that I fancied. You see, the thing I find interesting about photographing in a different country is that you're totally out of your comfort zone. You don't really know how the locals are going to react to you snapping away, and you don't really know what or who is lurking around the corner. But one thing I do know is that Bahrain is a very safe country with very friendly people. All I need to do is walk about and take pictures of anything I find interesting, and being totally different to the UK, everything I find interesting. When I was walking in the shops late at night, the locals are only too happy for a quick chat and for me to take photos. This place is a street photographer's dream.
One time you go, whole family. This travels UP, New Delhi, Bombay. What? Good.
Good, India, good.
Yeah.
How long have you been in Bahrain?
Yeah?
How long have you been in Bahrain?
Yeah, okay, no problem. Bahrain, Bahrain good, no problem.
Long time?
No, maybe 12 years.
12 years?
Yeah.
Oh wow.
Yeah,
in this laundry shop?
Yeah, 12 years mini also will feel.
Are you busy?
Yeah.
You're busy?
Busy?
You're busy?
No problem.
Okay,
No.
okay. So after asking a bunch of stupid questions to the laundryman, I went in search of some salt because my wife had a sore mouth ulcer, and of course I took photos of the man that was serving me. That's it. No, thank you so much.
Yeah.
Thank you. Did you have any salt?
Yeah? Yeah.
Salt.
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 Salt?
Salt.
Yeah.
I need some salt for my wife. One thing on these streets I found interesting was all the bicycles. They looked very old and worn out, but they still did the purpose. The locals in Bahrain are so friendly, and street photography is pretty easy, with most people I met only happy for me to take their picture. Except the local kids that couldn't resist chopping out gang signs on me GoPro. Whoever this guy was honking, it wasn't me, but I went inside the barber shop and made friends. They were such a good bunch of guys and they invited me in to take photographs. There was a language barrier, of course, that got in the way, but good old-fashioned hand signs soon fixed all that.
Nani, Nani.
Hindi, Shukriya.
Malayalam, Nani.
What? Malayalam?
Nani.
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 Nanni.
Nanni.
Yeah.
Nanni, thank you.
Yeah.
Nanni. Nanni. Okay, Nanni.
Hindi Sukriya.
Sukriya, Hindi. Nanni. Sukriya.
Arabic.
And isn't it strange how a shopping trolley far from home is more fascinating than a shopping trolley in Sainsbury's? Or is it just me? On these streets at night I switched to the Leica Q2 monochrome with the 28mm lens and potted off a few digital shots of the shop workers. I didn't machine gun the digital stuff at all, I just treated it as though I had a film inside. So just a few shots, and the bonus of this is that I could upload them to my phone and then send it to the barbershop guys that night. So back in the barber shop with my new mates, I burst off some TMAX 400 on the Leica MP and that 50mm lens.
Thank you.
Let's do this side.
Yeah, come this side.
Yeah.
You carry on. This was all at night, but I was excited to see what this town had to offer in the daytime. So the next day I went back to the town, but before I took a photograph I went in the shop to get some sweets for the local kids. There you go. Bye bye.
Thank you.
I was amazed at how excited they were to see a foreigner with a GoPro, God bless them. Walking the back streets of this sleepy, dusty town, I went looking for things to photograph. Here I was shooting the Leica MP, orange filter and a roll of KENTMERE 400. Yeah. So we've got this shop front over there, look. I just find all this stuff interesting, you know, it's pretty decayed. It's all these back streets here. And a lot of this area is like an Indian community area. A lot of Indians working in the shops, their own businesses. It's got a nice casting shadow going on. It's only a 50mm lens that I've got, so I just took that one shot, the guy walked past. I got him in the shot this time. I'll do it without. So I took 3 shots of that shop sign, and I guess some, you know, just things that you find interesting. Some people might not, but I do. And these film photographs that I'm taking, all these negatives, it's just part of my collection, you know, of my trips to Bahrain. And there was a couple of shots where a couple of guys walked past. I got those in as well. I'll show you a little bit more around these back streets and we'll get onto the little tiny fishing village. It amazes me how happy the locals are for me to take their picture. It is quite beautiful to see. If that was back in London, I'd probably get a right mouthful and a black eye.
Oh my god! Wow. Oh my gosh!
So it's time for the locals to come to this mosque and pray. And you can see lots of them now gathering around. There's little market stalls here as well, and they're selling vegetables and fruits, probably nuts. There's some oil that I can see. So all the locals are just coming around to, right outside the mosque, they've got little tiny stalls selling stuff. And I just heard the call to prayer, so a lot of these guys are coming here to pray. It's amazing. Hello. Fish, fish. More fish. A little walk on further, I stumbled across this little tiny fishing area with boats and lobster pots, and I found this old derelict building where I heard kids would normally hang out. I switched over to the Canon 6D for some colour digital shots. After a while, these kids came out of nowhere and asked me to take their picture. They kept calling it a selfie, so I switched back to film. And then more kids came out. Now, I'm not sure if the word was out on the street that I had a bag of sweets, but those sweets were gone in seconds. In a sense, it reminds me of when I was their age before digital cameras. I remember a local photographer taking photos of me and my mate Terry, who got bit by a mozzie right on his nose. I saw it with my own eyes, I tells ya. Bloody mosquitoes. I wonder where those negatives are today. And I can already hear someone screaming watching this on their TV, saying that I should have shot some portrait on those empty chairs. So I went back to the barber shop for a head massage and one last photo of the lads before I headed off back to my hotel to get ready for a night of bingo in the local clubhouse. So that's it for this vlog. In the next vlog I go to local souks and photograph more local life. I also found an old derelict area where I used my mate's SFLaB 6x6 medium format camera, and I visited a local farmer's market where I shot the shit out of the Leica Q2, and also ended up in my mate's fantastic darkroom making some prints. As much as I enjoyed walking the streets and taking photos of local life, I do feel like these photographs were not my best. I'm not sure why, but maybe I felt out of my comfort zone, maybe I was in holiday mode and wanted to relax more, or maybe I was just going through a rough patch. Whatever the reason, I still have the negatives from these first few days of my trip, along with wonderful memories. And at the end of the day, bad photographs are far better than none at all. Thanks for watching my adventures, guys, and catch you next time.